All right, I think it says we're live. If you guys hear any snoring in the background, it's my dog. He's asleep on the couch. Anyway, I have a shameless plug for my punk embroidery right here, taped to my machine so you can see exactly what I'm using. I already have my vinyl pieces cut out. I already have my placement stitches stitched for the full outline and for the shorter piece that's going to go on the back when we're done. I have my thread ready. Quick stitch. My husband's team won their football game today. Go Chiefs. Don't really need to secure this a whole lot, but I'm going to put a piece of tape on either end just to hold it down. It's got a little bit of a curl to the vinyl. It's been rolled up for a while. Well, I think the tape's winning that fight, but you get the idea. Got my handy dandy chopstick that'll help hold everything out of the way. I don't want that one there. Right over here. I'm a little tired and a little loopy. I've been working way too much. So I figured I'd do something fun today, and this is it. I did work this morning, though. This one does have a couple of color changes on the thread. So I know if you see in the design there's black listed twice. That's because some of the white needs to be stitched and then the black on top of it. So I'm going to do this a couple times with black. If you guys want to mess around with it and stitch all your black at one time, I don't care. It's up to you. You might have a little bit of the white peeking through where you shouldn't. My husband's sitting in the room too. Say hi, Luke. Oh, he's not going to say anything. I have the camera in a really weird spot today, so. Pause this and get rid of that tail. There we go. I'm not really a football fan. I could care less, but my husband loves the Chiefs. And since they won and he calls Patrick Mahomes the football god, then this is in his honor, I guess. Vicki, I see you're on there. Hi, Beva. You guys just keep saying stuff. I'll read it later. I can see you on my phone, but I can't see you on my computer. Okay, so one more color change. This is some of the really cool vinyl. Go visit My Punk Embroidery. Amy's got some really neat stuff. I'm going to show up on her doorstep one day. She's really not going to expect that, but I will. That's a day trip for me. It's not next door. This is my machine I got a few months ago. It's the PE800. For some reason, my needle does not go all the way to the top when you, or the wheel doesn't go all the way to the top and bring the needle to the correct position for the auto threader to work. So you have to nudge the wheel just a little bit. I don't know if anybody else is having that trouble with the machine, but I'm used to it now, so it's not worth me sending the machine back. Again, I don't like the thread tails, so we're going to get rid of them. So what's everybody doing today? Hi, Melissa. Hi, Shirley. Tell me what you guys are working on. I know I saw Vicky's name and Beva in here too. Hi, Nancy. Yes, that is the football vinyl. I just wanted something really quick to do with you guys today, so this is it. Very funny, Vicky. Carla, show me a picture. I don't have a tooth. Well, I guess I do have a toothpick. Little fish with a pocket on the side. What does yours look like? Hey, Lori. Like stitching designs on the back of the chairs? What did you put on the shirts, Vicky? I have one of my dogs sleeping and the other one is trying to get in my lap. And he's not the little one. What kind of designs are you putting on them, Lori? Puppy, go lay down. Oh, Nancy, that's a really cool idea. I guess you better get your order in. You know, Tuesday is sale day for her, so she said earlier that she's got rolls and rolls and rolls of it ready for football season. I probably should have doubled up on some stabilizer on this design. I can see that now. The football laces across the top are pretty dense, so I probably should have put an extra layer of stabilizer underneath. I told you guys this is the first time I've stitched it out, so I'm going to learn with you what I needed to fix and change. That's definitely one thing I'll make sure to put in the instructions. That's pretty cool, Lori. Hey, Carla. I think you'll be able to post something after the video is saved into the group. I'm not certain, though. But I'll have to take a look. I don't think I've seen anything from Lovely Leaf. Oh, you want to see my little impromptu can? It's just an empty can. And I don't have a thread stand. I'll show you when this design, this color stock gets done, so I'll show you in just a second. I don't have a thread stand. And I don't really use the spool holder up top for the larger cones, so I've used that can for about 4 years. It works great. This white is almost done, and then I'll show you inside the can. All my animals are looking at me like, who in the heck is she talking to? Hi, Lori. Alright, so this is inside my can. I just have a spool of isocord. And it's just sitting in the bottom of the can just like that. So now I'm going to change the thread. Okay, so my next color now is going to be the black. This will be for the outline of the bag. or the outline of the football. This one I will use my spool holder up top for. I don't have very many of these small spools left, so when I'm done I won't probably ever use it again. These small spools are from the thread set that I got when I first got my other two machines, which are in the background of this one. About 5 years ago now, I guess. Wow. So slowly I'm using up the colors just to get rid of them, and I have the bigger spools now. Okay. Yep, I definitely should have used an extra layer of stabilizer, but that's okay. Prototype 1 will be good. Oh, hi, Tanya. So maybe that's a defect for them. I don't know. It just doesn't... I've tried it putting the presser foot down and getting it in there, but it doesn't. Not for me anyway. I might have to just play around with it some more. Haha, Carla. That's pretty funny. What should I put on the outside of my can? It is pretty rustic looking, isn't it? Okay, time to unclip it, turn it over. I like to trim up a couple of these little weird stitches that get bunched up on the back. And then, if you can see, this is your placement stitch for the top of the back piece. That's just going to give you a place to slip your cards in the back. You're going to tear out all this stabilizer anyway, so you won't see it. So I'm just going to secure that down. I have enough on the bottom that I can actually put a pin in the bottom, give it a little bit more stability, and then I'll tape the top of edges up. So I just pinned the very bottom. I have plenty of room. It's out of the stitch line completely. So I'm just going to line this up with that stitch line there. Tape it into place really well. I can actually tape it from the center all the way to the top like this, because there's no stitching going to happen across here. And then I'm going to tape it on both sides. What kind of tape do you guys like to use? Look, Lori, it's going to be a football gift card holder. The back piece is the shorter piece, so you just slip your gift cards or your wallet, your your credit card, debit card, ID, whatever you're going to take to the football game with you in the back. Or you can use to give these as gift card holders for the football team, for your school. You can do them in school colors on the back. Nancy had that idea earlier. That's pretty good. Oops. Silly me. You guys didn't catch that. I put the pin on the bottom. I shouldn't do that. It's going to catch on my plate. So I better put the pin on top, right? I was wondering why I had a bump on there when I put it back on the hoop. There, that's better. Okay, so I have my black up there. I don't really want a black outline on this thing. I want it to be the same color that I used earlier, which is a brown color that blends in with the football vinyl a little bit better. You guys can choose whatever color you want to. I know that if Michelle Segura's on here, she's probably going to use Denver Bronco colors. I think she torments me. She thinks it bothers me, but it doesn't. Whoops, that didn't work. Now, since this was the first time I'm stitching it, this is my prototype. It may not be perfect, but if there's anything I need to fix on the stitching, I will, and then I'll re-release it. So what that's doing now is securing both pieces together. Since the back piece is not in the way of the stitch line, that's what's going to allow you to have the opening to slip your cards in. Go Saints, I know. Blue painter's tape, huh? I might have some somewhere. Hi, Joselle, I know, I'm pretty tired, but I did work this morning, but I was home by, I don't know, 1:30 probably. So that was good. And Luke and I are getting ready to go eat somewhere. Don't know where. You guys have any suggestions where we could eat an early dinner? Okay, so this is what it's like right now on the back of the hoop and on the front of the hoop. I'm just going to take it out, clip it. I'm sure you guys don't want to watch me cut a very boring rectangle. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video and trim this out and take some pictures. Some Mexican food, huh, Carla? Well, here, we can just chit-chat about food while I trim this thing out and show you all in one video then. This machine does not cut jump stitches, so there are a few in here. If you can see them right here in the football laces, and if you can tell, I'm not sure if you can from this video or not, but I really should have used a second layer of stabilizer right underneath those laces. They got pretty tight in there and wrinkled up just a little bit, but by the time you put a couple of cards in it, it's really not going to show that much. I'll trim up the jump stitches a little bit later, but I'm just going to cut this thing out now. And I did use tearaway vinyl, and I am leaving a pretty decent trim line around it. Sometimes I can't even cut a straight line straight, so bear with me if it comes out a little bit wonky. And then all you have to do on the back side is pick out that tearaway vinyl. That's what it looks like. It's going to hold your gift cards and everything. I will pick this tearaway out of the top piece and trim up some of those jump stitches or the excess stitches, and I do have a little piece of tape left on the back. But there you go. Quick and easy. Football gift card holder, tiny wallet, ID holder. Fits perfectly anywhere. Thanks, guys.